welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube, the Twitch, and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. And as Alisha is holding up the infamous
appropriate
mug, welcome to the shit show. To my left, your right, Mr. Front Row Bill. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
And Alisha, I know you're a little under the weather tonight. Hope you feel better.
Only time will tell. I got my heating pad going. We're good to go.
There you go.
Took my ibuprofens.
She's bringing the heat.
Really?
Yeah. As only our Alisha can do. All right. Let's quickly take care of some housekeeping, if you will. We've got some super chats.
We got a double super chat from Punk Black here.
Right.
Yeah. To say hi.
One's a chat, one's a sticker. Thank you so much for changing it up, Mr. Punk Black.
Doubling them up. And then we got Justin Miller. Hashtag, thank you, Scott. Hashtag, support TNA.
Yes, very important. Support TNA. And we'll get into that. But
in case people missed it, J-Bone.
Yes.
Because obviously we're going to talk about the Impact television program tonight, the review. We'll hit on the news. Obviously, some big topics will still be coming up. But for any of you that missed it last night, there is a full in-depth review of the Scott D'Amore news that J-Bone and I had last night. So feel free after this review to go back and watch that video as well if you missed it.
Yes, and that link is in the description of the video, right at the top of the description from last night. So, and thank you everyone for tuning into that. I really didn't know what kind of response we were going to get, but we found out over the course of 24 hours, it's quite the hot topic. So thank you everyone who subbed, shared, commented, everything, you know?
Yeah, and a little bit of more news came out of that. Some news that we had heard rumblings of. I think some people in the chat may know some different areas where I was kind of like hinting at it, but we didn't want to come out and say it because it wasn't completely verified yet.
Right.
And obviously it was verified. So the sources were right. But that is that the fact that Scott D'Amore also did try to purchase TNA, which kind of led to part of this. And also I know there was some other news that came out earlier today that was just, well, but we'll get into all that. The fake wrestling news that was putting some bogus reporting out there. Dave Meltzer.
Breaking news is dangerous.
Yes. Yeah, when you hear stuff and you want to be part of the trend and you just throw stuff against the wall that had no validity.
That's why it's always good to wait.
Yeah, that's why you don't trust anybody that pretty much has never broken a story with the company ever. Unless, like, they have one of their people making a one-time appearance.
Yeah. So, and thank Rayline for the bits over in Twitch. You know, I don't give Twitch enough love. Thank you, everyone who does, show up in Twitch and
love Twitch.
Cheers bits. And we do have a handful of subs, I believe, still over there. And you can share the emojis, if you will.
We pretty much started our duo-ship on the Twitch, J-Bone, you and I, with the co-streams back in the day. So I have fond memories of Twitch, and I know a lot of people here are still from that Twitch community. Some of them might be on the YouTube now, just for ease of use. With now, that's how it's broadcast for people a lot. So, but definitely appreciate everyone, no matter what way you're finding us.
Exactly. And memberships are now open. If you want to go to the main page and click that join button, there's different tiers, and it's just another great way to help support the show. And one of the great things is, like I was saying with the emojis on YouTube in the chat, you have emojis now too. I'm not sure who's all here. I think Justin Miller's here. If you want to show off some of those great emojis, and there's going to be more stuff coming down the road as more people sign up. Right now, I think we have a total of 4. So, hey, thank you so much.
Yes. I see right there, Moose, Rosemary, Jordan Grayson, PCO.
There it is. Oh, and we saw some PCO tonight, didn't we? My goodness. We'll get into that. Well, if you want to hit the jingle, excuse me, Bill, and we'll get into some other news that popped up over the course of the show tonight.
Sounds good. A little jingle jangle and some J-Bones news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, TNA on TNI proudly presents J-Bones. I think wrestling news real me.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
What are those noises you did at the end there? What is?
Not my favorite.
Wasn't me.
Was that English?
English.
Oh my goodness.
We speak multiple languages on this podcast.
We do. Let's see. We'll quick throw that in the news. Thank you, Mayor. I did happen to see that headline. For those in the Midwest, football lovers, and former WCW, shall we say, legend?
Oh yeah, he was part of the Horsemen.
I'd like to call him that. Steve Mongo McMichael is finally a Pro Football Hall of Famer in I believe is it the Chicago Football Hall of Fame?
Oh no, the official, the can in Ohio, the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh, the NFL Hall of Fame. Okay, I didn't know if it was like a team Hall of Fame or like the league Hall of Fame. Okay, well that's nice. That's nice because if you've seen any headlines, he has been hurting as of late. His health has declined rapidly, and it's always nice to give people their flowers while they're here. I think I've always felt that's very important. So, congrats to him. Congrats. I think that's awesome. A lot of talk about Cody, the Cody crybabies. Excuse me. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to get into that. That's a topic for another time. But I just had to quick.
Yeah, that was kind of the press conference lead-in to TNA tonight.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to be taking part in that following our show because I did want to watch that. It just didn't work out tonight. J-Bone made dinner.
Well, it does feature, obviously, Impact legend, The Rock. So,
yeah.
We support Impact legend, The Rock, anytime.
Maybe The Rock will be a TNA Hall of Famer someday. You never know.
Hey, he already showed up at one Hall of Fame ceremony for Impact, so you never know.
Why not?
Maybe Shamrock will induct him one day.
There we go. That would only be proper, wouldn't it? Perry Monkey. Cody who? Dieter? What?
Oh, yeah. We have the real Cody on this show.
We love our Diener. All right. So ask and you shall receive. We've been talking a little bit recently that there was not an announcement for the following, big pay-per-view coming up later this spring. Usually they make some announcement live during the pay-per-view itself. Like folks watching Hard to Kill were waiting to see when and where Rebellion would be. And when this is like a first time when that wasn't announced, people kind of, all right, kind of scratching their heads. But we did get a big announcement during the show tonight. Rebellion is going to be, the date is Saturday, April 20th, just a mere 5 days before my birthday. And it's going to be, they're going to be back at the Palms in Las Vegas.
Yay!
That was
good for Vegas.
That was the hint last night during our breaking news, J-Bone, that it was at a very recent location was the rumbling I was hearing. Now, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it officially because I didn't hear it from a firsthand source.
No, that's
but obviously it was from a secondhand source. But that was what was said, that they were going to go back to the Palms. And if that same thing is to be believed, the rumbling I was hearing, all 4 are going to be at the Palms.
Yay for Vegas.
But once again, I'd be surprised. It's almost like the season pass without a pass, if that's the case. But that it's now 2 for 2. It does make you think it could go 4 for 4. So once again, who knows?
Interesting.
That's a rumbling that's out there.
It's nice to see the expansion towards the West Coast more. They did that pre-pandemic when they really started to get the ball rolling on touring, but then the pandemic hit and it just everything went to hell. And they've been slowly getting here, getting there. They spent a lot of time in Chicago over the last year, which was great for us, me especially.
Oh yeah.
And they still do several dates up in Canada. They were just down in Florida for this bunch of TV that we're watching right now. But hey, if it's, I look at it this way, for a company that's trying to get ahead of the game and I shouldn't say stay afloat. That sounds like they're a sinking ship, so I won't say that. Look, they're just trying to grow. And look, you don't want to burn out a town, but if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know.
Yeah, I always have debates with this stuff because I've gone to enough shows that hit venues often. Like right now, MLW was hitting the 2300 Arena almost monthly for the last 8 months, and they were getting like 400 diehards that were going to every show, and then it kind of, depending on who was the main attraction that night, was varying the attendance levels. So you do risk a burnout. Now Vegas is a unique city, we'll say, and you can get a ton of walk up. At Sam's Town they got a ton of walk up, so that is very doable. But once again, they had to get the information out there because you do need time to promote. But that does help. You get good walk up, but you need to promote. And we'll see. Like last time, you had the return of TNA. Then the next night, you had Okada, Will Ospreay. I don't know. Are they going to be bringing in special names just for Rebellion and the TV? I don't know. So we'll see. But it's going to be an interesting test case for sure, because it's a bigger venue, 2 times in a row, very short turnaround time. So Vegas has been a good market for Impact, but it's normally been more spread out. Usually like an early in the year, late in the year has been the quickest they've done it. So we'll kind of see what happens. It's going to be a good test market though for them.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Oh, right. I do want to, while you have it down there, happy birthday to Daniel Spencer.
Oh, yes.
Birthday.
Should I do my Marilyn Monroe imitation? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right. Well, yes. We love you, Daniel Spencer. Hope your birthday today has been awesome.
Most excellent. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Hey, we got Penzer in the chat here.
Oh wow. Penzer. Good old Penzer. David Penzer.
Going after Daniel Spencer, calling him a stooge. That is absolutely priceless.
Yeah, and I see Daniel Spencer kind of elephant in the room here. It's been a good day, definitely better than yesterday.
Yeah,
obviously,
I hear you.
No need to say anything, but
yeah.
If anybody wants to say anything in the chat, feel free. We did go yesterday, but I know that was last minute emergency podcast. But feel free, because obviously we went in depth on it yesterday. We're all big proponents of Scott.
Oh yeah.
I know a little bit more news came out today. Like obviously, it looks like there was that purchase attempt, but it may have been, no matter what, Scott, unless he did purchase it, was going to be out. Definitely in the booking situation. We'll see what happens, who picks up in the room. If they bring anyone else in, we understand the Anthem business angle to it.
Yeah.
But hey, any opinions, feel free to drop them on in.
Right. Yeah. And look, I know it's 24 hours after the fact. There's still a lot of emotions running.
Yeah. Settled in a little bit, but yeah, still hot though.
It still stings. Yeah. All in all, we still want to tell all our folks out there watching and listening, this is not a reason to stop supporting Impact Wrestling, no matter. It's like, look, and not to sound cold about it, but people come, people go. Your favorite wrestlers are
see you down the road.
That's showbiz, baby.
Right. There's so and so is my favorite wrestler, and if if they leave my favorite show, I'm going to stop watching altogether. Don't be like that. No, just support Impact Wrestling. They're in the process of what I feel is going to be a boom period for 2024. They're going to do some nice growing. The roster is changing, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that because we got some more surprises today.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's the business. It's forever evolving, ever changing. So don't stop giving TNA some love. All right, so we got the news about Rebellion, and then of course following that, I gotta mention is the day of tapings following on a Sunday.
Yes.
And hopefully
Saturday, Sunday.
Right, Saturday, Sunday, as opposed to like a Friday, Saturday.
Correct.
What's the next one? Those Surrender. Those Surrenders on a Friday.
No Surrender. Yes, which is kind of normal for the former Impact Plus, now TNA Plus specials. Is they're normally Friday night live shows. The difference with some of the big four is they can be on Saturdays, they could be on Fridays, sometimes they've even been on Sundays. So that's usually the date that's a little more unknown for the tent poles.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, like I said, I know our emotions are running high. This is not the end of the company, folks. Please. No. I've seen look, and God bless our audience. Everyone's got their own opinion, which is fine. But I've seen some pretty extreme, comments like, "Oh, TNA is doomed." No. It's like, just hold on,
Jay. I've been there in person at some of the lowest moments, and
in Florida, right?
This is not it. Right. Like it's definitely a change, and we'll see what happens. Daniel Spencer, referee, TNA. Says it best. Support TNA. We still have the same agenda to make it the best wrestling show on TV. That's what I feel it is. That's what a lot of people here feel it is. And Scott was a huge part of that, but a lot of other people played huge parts in that as well, and they'll continue to do so. Yeah. So that's what you support. Using the sports analogy, it's not the name on the back of the jersey, it's the front of the jersey, and that's a TNA jersey.
Right. And once again, we just want to welcome all the new people in the audience tuning in, maybe for the first time this week. We really appreciate your presence. Don't forget to smash that like button and smash that sub button if you're digging the content. Moving on in news. Okay, so we talked about Rebellion, and I'm sure we'll get some more, news on the weeks and days ahead. All right, so then we got another announcement today and during the show. Now we heard the beginning rumblings of this back in December, about a month ago, just prior to Christmas, and so now we got more news on this. TNA and Powertown, that the new action figure lineup reveal begins tomorrow. And for those of you who are figure collectors, such as myself, yeah. We're very excited about that. Powertown knocked it out of the park with that Legends lineup that came out within the last half year or so.
But these are actually like not counting micro brawlers and stuff like that. These are the first official action figures coming out from TNA or Impact in quite some time.
Right. Yeah.
Because you have to go back a ways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, very excited about that. And we're going to stay on top of that news as we get our I think we're going to get some visual reveals from what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah. I think they're doing it like they did the belts. Like, I think you're going to get a fig tomorrow, a fig the next day. That's what it seems like, unless they do them all tomorrow. But I almost get the impression they might stagger them a little bit. Might as well.
They might. So, and by all means, if you're a figure collector, I want to hear your comments about it in the chat. Let me know who you're looking forward to. Who do you want to see as an action figure? You want to see the Champ Moose? You want to see Josh Alexander? You want to see
Rosemary?
Rosemary? Oh, Rosemary would be great. And then maybe
current Rosemary? Which Rosemary you get?
Yeah, well,
almost you have to do the figures with the different heads to have all
interchangeable.
and according
they might end up being like an ultimate or like a supreme. We really don't know what we're getting. I'm hoping that the price point stays like below $1,000. I mean, for crying out loud. I realize it's I realize it's a limited run, but let's think of the audience out there. We're not all millionaires.
You're too young to be making comments like that, Critical Stink. That Nor Fernum Dewey Barnes dual set. Come on, man.
What?
I love to see it though. I
don't even know who that is.
And David Penzer. David Penzer needs an action figure. Earl Hebner had an action figure. David Penzer gets an action figure. Come on. With a cummerbund now. You don't make a custom action figure without a cummerbund.
And David Penzer is going to be the start of the TNA Legends line.
There you go.
There you go. How about that? And then maybe they'll throw in someone like AJ Styles or something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, that would be awesome.
J-Bone, while you're taking your sip there, just because I know some people are asking for it here. I wanted to know, we did address the news that I had heard and J-Bone and others have heard. There were some rumblings when we were on yesterday. We didn't want to say because it wasn't confirmed anywhere about Scott D'Amore trying to purchase TNA. Mike Johnson, PW Insider, who for the dirt sheets, definitely like when he puts it out there, it's usually pretty connected. Like it's pretty much already done, confirmed when he puts it out there. And he put it out there. So I say it's safe to say, yes, someone in Anthem confirmed that. So I definitely, that if you're, I'm not a huge fan of dirt sheets, but that report, I give that credence. Now, earlier in the day, old Uncle Dave because he saw Scott D'Amore and TNA trending, had to get his 2 cents in, and was talking about budget constraints and all this, all total BS. But that's what Meltzer does, and that's what a lot of the other dirt sheets do. So, Alisha, cover your ears.
No.
For that fake wrestling news. Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
The Melts are having a stroke.
I hate that.
It's Alicia's
I hate
favorite.
that strongly.
It's her favorite bite. You know, I do want to ask you, Alisha.
Yes.
Like we said, we just Bill and I discussed a lot of this last night. I do want to get your opinion on all this. What are your thoughts on everything that happened yesterday with Scott?
I think it's wild and unexpected, but it just is what it is. And I'm personally, and again, not being a typical wrestling fan in the sense that I'm on a need to know basis. I just am kind of like, well, whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes out about it comes out. And if nothing does, it is what it is. You know, businesses are going to make business moves. And this just seems like that's what it is. And all we can do is just support the company still. And she'll still try to put it up where it's trying to go. So I'll stick around.
Well, that's good.
And you know, it should be interesting to see what's going to change now that someone else is taking over Scott's role. So, you know.
And that's what we were saying. There is now like a clock.
Right.
The proverbial clock has started now, because with this kind of move, people are watching. What are you going to do now coming out of this? And that's going to be judged, because obviously that's a big because you have to separate the two. There's the business president angle, and then there's like the head booker angle and like the creative direction. Scott was involved in both, but he was, I think, probably more involved in that creative sense. And now, like, because this guy's like an Ed Nordholm, a lawyer, but entertainment, trying to get deals and advertising and all that stuff, which is huge. That's the company needs that. But is it going to be everyone inside doing it? Are they bringing in any outside sources to help in that, to fill that role of Scott? That's what's unknown at this point. And that's what we have to see play out over the next months.
It just happened yesterday, guys. Relax.
Exactly.
Chill out. Put it on ice. Just relax.
Right. Yeah. They're not going to hire.
Uh-oh. Like Killer Cross was?
Oh.
And, you know, on the bright side, Scott, everybody who's worked with him seems to be putting out nice little tributes to their working relationship with him. And I think that's really thoughtful. And it says a lot about, you know, Scott as a person. So support him in what he does after this. You know, that's important too.
Right. We
100%.
don't know what his plan is going to be.
Yeah. His locker room culture, you can obviously tell. Aces, which is we like.
Everyone gets along. That's nice.
Love the coach.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a family environment is what it feels like, you know?
And hopefully keep that, which knowing the people on the roster, I don't see how they can. That like we said, like everybody
it's ingrained.
Yeah, everybody. This is just a gatekeeper, and you just keep it rolling for people behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, thank you, Alisha.
You're welcome.
Well,
so, sorry.
Your opinion is very important here, and I wanted to make sure we did.
That's wonderful. That's great.
Yeah, if people want to hear our old opinions from yesterday, they can still listen to that video on the link below.
Right.
You don't need to hear more of it now.
Right. Any other news that I'm missing, Bill? I think I got everything pretty much. I wanted to cover the figs. I wanted to cover Rebellion. We could talk about the surprise. We could talk about the surprise that showed up tonight if you want.
We can talk about that surprise.
Or we could talk about it during the review.
Yes, although there was no new match announced for No Surrender. But there was a stipulation announced, Jaba, for the main event.
Ooh. What was the stipulation?
The stipulation is Alex Shelley will have his crew, Kushida, Sabin, and Kevin Knight on the outside. The system will be on the outside for Moose. And the winner will be, it's Rocky 4, Alisha. When I say Rocky 4, do you know where I'm going with it?
Is it the Dolph Lundgren thing? Am I off?
It is Dolph Lundgren.
Okay.
Lundgren. You got to think about the sadly recently passed away Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, the exhibition match. Rocky was too late throwing in the towel. It's a throw in the towel match. That's going to be the main event stipulation.
Wow, that's anxiety inducing, isn't it?
I'm loving the throw in the towel.
I just okay, so it's called No Surrender Rules.
Okay.
Interesting. Is that
on the nose?
Like I've seen matches before where someone is at ringside and they throw in the towel for a certain individual or something, but this has a different twist on it, it feels like.
Yeah, throw in your own towel?
Well, yeah, it's your own, like it's your crew. You're like just like your corner man saying.
Is it like capture the flag?
Much. So it's sort of like a last man standing match, but the corner is going to decide he's had enough.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's gonna cause some problems, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you could have a thing where someone on that corner could have an agenda. Maybe one of your people.
Devious.
Yeah,
like I see, like Sabin, option C, turn on him. Like you have all those things to think about, but maybe it's just, oh man, he's injured in there. You got to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
So intrigued to me.
I can see it now, and if this happens, I'm apologizing ahead of time. Okay.
Oh yeah,
but,
sure.
I can totally picture this. You got guys on both sides of the ring. Good old Lish sneaks around the ring quietly and then goes behind the opposing team. Quick grabs
takes Kevin Knight's towel.
Quick grabs the flag and throws it. Oh, well, knocking over my lamp. Quick throws the flag like over the guys into the ring. The ref goes, "Oh, they threw their flag."
I hope that happens now. That was actually pretty good. It's like Lish causing trouble. That's what we love.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it like in Rocky 4. And throw the damn towel.
If he dies, he dies.
Apollo's dies.
He dies.
His corner man telling Rock, throw the damn towel.
Oh,
Then, but you got to remember, Apollo was like, "Don't you throw in that towel?" But then he dies. He dies. Can't have that.
That's serious.
So I like it. Stakes are raised.
Yeah,
surrender.
We love to see it.
I meant it jokingly. I hope that line wasn't out of bad taste.
I don't even remember what you said.
I said, if he dies, he dies. And then I was like, oh.
Well, we're talking Rocky.
I know,
it's a
but
quote.
It's Carl Weathers' character.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
go. David Penzer giving the kid the rub. Kevin Knight is a huge star in the making, just saying. I agree. He's freakishly athletic.
They paired him with the right guy, too.
Are like NBA level ups. Like the air he gets on his moves. Unreal.
Very talented.
Yes. Yeah.
And he makes sense with Kushida, so.
It's nice to see that partnership continue.
The expanded time machine.
I'm just hoping that Kevin Knight gets a few more wins in 2024.
I'm sure they're in the making.
like if he's sticking around, because I think he's still part of New Japan, isn't he? Or no? We don't know. Okay,
I think he's a free agent.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Sorry, guys. Not the facts, girl.
Very excited about that. All right, shall we get into tonight's episode?
Yes.
33 minutes in, I think we're on a roll here.
We're due.
Oh, we're just scratching the surface on this thing.
It's hard not to do a longer news though, because there's a lot going on. Big shit just happened.
But you got to think about it, Alisha. We already did like an hour and 20 yesterday.
Yeah,
so really,
true. I can join you guys for that. Yeah. Well, we'll do 3 hours more. How about it? It's going to be a hot topic for a couple of weeks now. So
that's right.
Cool beans.
We're going 24
Just put the TNI
now.
show on rotation. Just put it on repeat. Play them all
out. Updates every single... No, maybe not. All right. So this is for the February 8th. I still can't believe we're in February. Jeez Louise. 2024 episode of TNA Impact. We're starting out hot here. And we're going to talk about this merch too, because I think this merch is fire. We got Sabin. That too. Sabin versus Skyler, everyone's favorite good hand. I know he's
their jackets were cool. I liked the blood splatter.
We said it last night on the news, but we should say it again because the show started out with a moment of silence place card for Toby Keith, who obviously showed up in early TNA and passed away from cancer a few days ago. So definitely rest in peace, Toby Keith. Speaking of the whole thing, like obviously a guy that wanted to get involved in ownership all those years ago. What is
it with musicians in TNA? It's a theme there. Connection? Didn't Toby Keith, he had that stint with Jeff Jarrett, right? Where Jeff Jarrett came out and smashed his guitar and Toby Keith riled him up, riffed him up a little.
Suplexed the hell out of him, yeah.
I wasn't familiar with his music, but I do remember watching that.
Oh,
as a younger cake.
A younger cake.
A younger cake.
A cupcake.
I was a cupcake. Yeah, basically, I was a teenager.
One of those little
a mini cupcake.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the old school WWF days. But I was a mini. I was a cupcake.
That's cute. Oh man. So yeah, that merch, those new like blood splattered or paint splattered jackets and the new, it's like it's nice to see when tag teams start out. Sometimes it's like, okay, they're individuals, they got their own gear. It's nice when they start like matching gear wise. Then it really feels like something's there.
Yeah, they feel a lot more polished out, and there's only one way but up, right? So good on them. I love the bloodstain. Like I was saying before, we got into a little spiel. It fits, and then the one's got the red in his hair. So it's like, wow, you guys are on par.
Nice haircut.
Nice haircut, guys. Cool blood splatter. No, I mean that seriously, though. I'm not being a bitch.
Oh, very cool. Yes. I love it. See, that's the stuff when, you got merch companies and they're making action figures. You look at stuff like that and it's like, I need a Jason Hotch action figure with that blood splattered jacket. That was sick.
That'd be cool.
Power Town.
Cool if all the wrestlers could have an action figure in a perfect world, right?
Right.
But I'm just saying, though, that Rosemary one would be pretty sick. You could do any era of her, and it would be dope.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Sabin versus Skyler. Hotch, Jason Hotch, of course, is at ringside. What'd you guys think about this X Division match?
Bill.
Well, wasn't it brought to us by somebody, J-Bone? I think this was promoted by someone. I believe.
Oh, that's right. Brought to us by Mustafa. I almost said Muhammad. Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali bringing us this match in his quest for the X Division title. So thank you.
Interesting.
And he has a shirt for sale on TNAmerch.com.
He's I don't know if this is a spoiler in the making here.
Well,
folks.
he's running for it. So the shirt doesn't say he is the champion. It says
he's
running
for a champion.
He's going for the championship.
You know, I gotta look at this shirt. Where's my
I
shirt?
like this. Whatever they're doing with him, it's got a cool, almost kind of like Matrixy kind of feel to it, where maybe not necessarily on par with it, but just like an evil guy and his henchman, an evil suit.
Well, and as much as I hate politics, this definitely has a political feel to it. Okay, so I'm looking at the T-shirt now. It's like Mustafa Ali.
Share screen a Rooney it at this point, J-Bone.
Oh yeah,
you're a big tease here.
I am so sorry. Yes,
We're getting merch, blue merch right now.
All right, here we go. This is the merch page. This is the front of the shirt. Mustafa Ali Vote Division Champion 2024. So yeah, it is. And I like that the fist is grabbing the X. That's interesting.
Do I want to say it? Do I not want to say it? No.
Say it.
It looks like CM Punk's shit.
Oh,
because of a fist.
I'm sorry.
Color scheme.
Maybe too honest. The fist, right?
Oh, okay. So CM Punk stuff has like a fist holding a lightning bolt.
Oh,
but
I don't.
You know what? Whatever. I'm just saying it doesn't matter what the fist is holding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
No offense. No offense.
No. It's.
I don't want to be that asshole, but someone had to say it because I know a lot of you were thinking it.
Hey,
the chat seems to be in agreement.
Speaking of CM Punk, can we get a Legends CM Punk action figure? Because he did start out.
Did you see what Zombie Sailor's putting out?
Yes, and I actually think that's pretty cool. Zombie Sailor puts out the what are the it's like a Hasbro line.
Yeah, it's like the old Hasbros.
Yeah. So Zombie Sailor Heels and Faces is just came out with a CM Punk figure, and not only do you get the legend himself, but you get his dog is for sale, Larry.
What?
Yeah, there's going to be a Larry.
That's the action figure?
Larry the dog is getting his own action figure.
Well deserved after he's been through a lot.
Right? We don't need to get into all that.
Memorialize him.
So yeah, I saw if you guys didn't see the promo today, go check out just go check out the social medias. It's on there. And it's an interesting little conference room bit. And CM Punk walks in with his dog, and he's like, "If I'm coming to Zombie Sailor, Larry's coming with." And it's comical. It's comical.
That's fun. What a hoot!
Okay. So, but yes, please, TNA legend CM Punk. We need it. Thank you. I'm done.
J-Wood's been done. Well done.
I'm cancel.
Half-baked.
Hashtag cancel J-Bo. No.
Which one's Jay?
Thank you, Kevin Nash, for your support. where are we here? Okay.
Oh, so talking about this match, J-Bone, Chris Sabin and John Skyler. Obviously, Chris Sabin, the best, 10-time champion, doing his thing. But also want to give a shout out. We have a new ref in the building for this match, J-Bone.
Thank you. I was going to jot it down. I'm sorry, who?
Paige the ref.
Oh, okay.
I believe Paige, I don't want to get the last name messed up, but I believe it's like Prinzavali, but might be messing that up. I think she did some NXT, but she was filling in because Ref Allison, I believe, had COVID, so she was not able to make this set of tapings.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did see Allison. If you're an animal lover, I saw on her social medias she just adopted a new puppy. So, congrats to her. Very cool.
Yeah.
Wait, a cute puppy? Cute pups in chat.
Cute. I don't know who this cute pup in the chat is, but what? Hey, just so you know, yeah, we love puppies, but just I've got 3 cats here, so. I'm a cat
there's usually but Alisha has a cat and a dog, right? There's both.
I have 2 cats and a dog.
Yeah,
and
the turtles. The turtles back there.
But no Christmas tree.
Yeah, finally. I was wondering when someone was going to notice. I took it down.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Was it the Scott D'Amore news?
Yeah. It just wasn't Christmas anymore.
She threw it out the damn window.
It's a fake tree. That wouldn't be very environmental. No, it just needed to go. We just, between snowstorms and other things, like we only have the free time on the weekends to like really do all that, and we'll get it done in one day kind of people. So it just didn't work out. And also, it's almost Valentine's Day. My kitchen's all decorated now, so.
Wow. Well, there you go. I was going to say that, or just put red lights all over the tree.
The tree had to go.
Okay.
I don't do those other holiday trees. That's a bit corny.
I tried to talk my wife into that. She said no.
It's dumb. No offense if you do it. Well, you know, it's your thing. But for me, it's a no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
All right. So, yeah, great.
We speak all the languages here.
Right. So great opening match here. We continue Shelley's backstage with Mean Gia Miller with an awfully fluffy white shirt. I was like, wow, it felt like the 80s all over again. Fashionista Gia Miller. Shelley talking about his main event here. And then we get, we covered this in the news, but we get the Rebellion announcement for April at the Palms. Next match here, Tasha Steelz in a rematch versus the new and upcoming Xia Brookside. What you guys think about this Knockouts match?
The rematch. 1-0. I guess I'll go because Alicia's on mute right now. So obviously after that first win by Xia there, Tasha was not gonna take that. So you could tell there was an extra motivation here from Tasha in this match, and it got a little rough. The new signee kind of learning the ropes a little bit here with a vet. But now it's 1-1. I don't think this is over. My guess is this is where you're going to see this feud probably extend a little bit more. I don't know if all the way to no surrender, but maybe we'll see what happens. But I liked it. I've been impressed. I only saw a little bit of Xia before she came on board, but from the Ultimate X through the match with Tasha, I think that's a good person to work with as they got started here. Because obviously Tasha's very good in ring. So I've been impressed. I think it's a good start for her.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
how much did you hear?
0.
0. Oh, okay. She reminds me of Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls.
Bubbles.
Oh, wow.
She's got like that real like cheeky personality, but you saw some toughness come out of her tonight. I think she's got that potential that she'll be able to roll with the best of them in no time.
That scream she let out was like,
Yeah.
oh, hello.
She was throwing those forearms like she was
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah, that was seriously awesome. I really appreciated the whole effort by Xia.
Yeah.
Like, she's really trying to prove herself here.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, Tasha got that win because it's Tasha.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't go down 2-0. That's
No,
No.
not her style.
So
It's just good to see her back and her. Can we just talk really quick about Tasha's new gear
absolutely.
and how it was very Queen of the Nile? I loved it. Big fan. She's always got really creative gear, and I appreciate that in a wrestler. And she's got the personality to back it up, so it just works for her.
I think she may have worn, I don't think the full ensemble together, but maybe just the mask.
Okay.
Once before, but it may have been the match with Deanna that got moved around that like wasn't on the main card of the pay-per-view. So that could be the case. But yeah, she does. She goes that extra mile a lot of times with the gear, which is great to see. And honestly, just seeing her healthy and consistently back in action, that's the key, because obviously we had some long spots without her in action, and the division definitely was missing her personality.
It was revitalizing for sure.
Yeah. So good to see. Good to see.
Oh, yeah. The Boricua badass on point in this match. Great to see. I don't know. Do we get the rubber match then?
I think we could, unless more gets involved with it. But I could see that's a possibility for No Surrender.
No Surrender. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if anything gets announced in the next couple of days, because I know people are like, it's still a couple weeks away. So maybe that will be, or it could be maybe the TV tapings right after.
No. All right, then we got the grizzled young vets attacking ABC during their promo, talking about the first match from last week, their first of 3, which
grizzled young vets, J-Bone. Maybe they should call themselves cheap shot artists. Am I right?
Oh, burn.
They win with their scarf last week. And now they're pulling these shenanigans backstage.
Gonna need some butter to that roasted corn.
That ain't grizzled. Maybe grizzle on my steak.
Oh, I was gonna say the extra chewy part.
Well, all in all, I think is what they're trying to tell ABC is that when they see the attack coming, they can grit their teeth.
That's not
really
too sweet.
Not
yeah, but I don't think ABC is really going to stand for that. So these asshats better watch out. the Ace and Bay connection.
Yes,
it's going to come out swinging.
Yeah,
Johnny
they want to.
Where are you?
They want to hang on to those titles. What's that, Bill?
Well, she said swinging. I was wondering where.
You guys swing?
Yeah.
I think he's got to show up in Vegas with a new gimmick, Daddy.
Oh, can only hope.
He's gonna.
The clock's running. The clock's running on the swing bed right now. It's been a while.
He's still gonna have like some of the fringes and stuff, but he's gonna come out in some shades and all black, maybe like black and white, almost like a Macho Man gear while he was in the NWO. And he's gonna be like just dark, like He's been heelish before, but he could have like a totally more serious gimmick now.
Join the reigns of the DMC champion, Crazy Steve. He recruits the Swingman.
Whoa.
Swingman goes nutso. He starts wearing he puts a thing of face paint over, but just one little hand, like a handprint on it.
No, it's like a David Bowie lightning bolt.
Oh, there you go. Lightning bolt with the Swingman.
Nice. I like it.
Come on, Swingman 2024. We need you.
Stardust 2.0, Daddy.
Wonderful.
Put it in the chat.
Splendid.
What do you want to see Swinger return as? Put it in the chat. I want to hear some ideas here.
Hey, if he can be Swinger side, he can be anything.
Oh, jeez. Swingers. That's right. He was, wasn't he? Kaz.
Oh, see, tag team. Crazy Swingers. It writes itself. Just don't look that up on Google. You might get some stuff that you're not meaning to.
Yeah, let's keep it PG. Maybe PG.
It's been a bangorama.
Whoa, no. Behave. Kaz backstage talking about this whole debacle and falling out with Eric Young and such. And
don't talk to me about your guy liner.
Someone.
You better find some serotonin, buddy.
Yeah, he's got a severe lack.
You're looking a little moody.
Oh, totally. We absolutely need some serotonin. He's got to do like one line, just like Raven did for a while there. But
truly,
then Jake something approaches him, and he is not happy with this attitude change of Kaz.
Well, someone's got to correct him,
or attempt to, at least, right? So,
in Jake we trust.
We love Jake. I love this version of Jake.
Yeah,
he really and he's just tooth and nail going after it. I love it. But yeah, and I think that's a match we're going to be seeing next week. We'll get into the next week's preview in a bit. Next we got Speedball Mike Bailey versus one half of the Rascals, Zachary Wentz, after their not so nice discussion last week.
Them Rascalies be rascalin'. I call them Rascalies.
Rascalies?
Rascalies, a rascalin', rascals.
Rascalies sounds like a Disney character.
Yep, yeah. They're kind of like Disney characters if you think about it. Disney villains.
I think it's more like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, a hybrid blend of both.
There you go. Like a naughty Bugs Bunny, when he was always, messing with this guy or that guy. And
give you a big kiss, J-Bone.
Oh God, smooches all around. Great. But what'd you guys think of the match? I love this, X Division style match.
Well, obviously it was good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with those two.
You really can't. But then, someone just had to interject themselves, and then they caused all kinds of chaos.
Are you saying Trey Miguel?
How? Yeah, I'm calling him out.
The
saying, hey, buddy.
The son of Mama Miguel?
Trey Miguel's hot mom.
Bring back Mrs. Miguel.
Someone cover Ace's ears.
Anyway.
I forgot we got the former whiskey man. Now,
oh yeah, then he stumbled out there, and then he
Macklin's out there to do his damage.
Oh jeez. Best line from this commentary during this match.
I noted.
I had to write this down. We'll get into the end of the match in a second.
Yeah, of course.
But this belongs on a T-shirt. Matthew Raywalt said, "The dub is the dub is the dub," referring to, hey, you got to do what you got to do to win.
Oh, all right. Yeah, okay.
W as in the W for a win.
The big,
Yeah.
it's under a big W.
There you go.
That's old time reference for any old time comedy fans.
Yeah. So, there you go. Matthew Raywalt gets his first T-shirt in TNA. The dub is the dub is the dub.
Does he not have a T-shirt
No.
this whole time?
No.
Huh?
No.
No drama, king and queen?
Oh, boy. Well, following the match, Zachary Wentz gets the win here with a little help from Trey.
His friends.
His friends. Trent Seven comes in.
The return.
The rescue. Yes, the return of Trent Seven. Looks like he stepped right out of the gym.
Oh, come on, J-Bo.
He's got the towel. He's got the sweats on.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm here, guys. What did I miss? Oh, quick run, rescue my buddy.
Speedball Mountain back. Better than ever.
Love it. Great to see Trent back. Trent Seven. Our Trent, we're working on that. Then
easier to get Trent 7 back.
Yeah.
It is. Put your money on Trent 7. No offense, Trent. Love you. Macklin attacks then. So then, it's like we're trying to up the ante each time someone runs in here. It was evened out. No, it's not evened out. Steve Macklin's attacking everyone and just clobbering everybody. Then the most wanted man in TNA wrestling, Nick Nemeth. I'm always going to say Ziggler. I'm sorry. Nick Nemeth shows up, saves the day. T-shirts are flying. Love it. So this is begging for a multi-man match, I think, coming up somewhere down the road.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Maybe a headliner
Maybe
for next week.
director.
We'll see. Can't wait. Then we get this promo from Rhino. He's coming after Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve doing some nefarious things on Explosion. Have you guys watched the new Explosion? I have to catch up. They're about 3 episodes in, I believe.
They started doing Explosion again?
They did.
It's back.
It's
What?
back.
When? You know what? Never mind. Okay, cool.
BTI's no more. Explosion's back.
Right.
Okay.
It's now you can get it if you're subscribed to TNA Plus on the website. You get it on, I want to say Tuesdays, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then several days later, it's you get it for free on YouTube. So either way, watch it. I'm subscribed to TNA Plus, so I'm gonna fire up that app later. Probably more like tomorrow.
Yeah,
but,
Tuesday it's free on YouTube.
Okay,
It might be on Friday on the app.
Okay, yeah, Friday on TNA Plus, and then the following week, a few days later on YouTube. That's how it is. I switched it. Okay. Thank you, chat. Mayor in the chat here says Rhino was watching The Rock cursing out Paul before he did the promo. Oh, that sounds like something I need to watch later before I go to bed.
I love that Rhino started that promo being like, hey, you like to hit people in the balls? But they bleeped it.
There's a lot of bleep in this promo.
It was such an old school promo, like on the fly. I really appreciated that. It was very ECW of him.
Right.
And I will say this. since we're talking about the War Machine Rhino, that he, in Orlando, well, Kissimmee, down in Florida, he got still biggest fan reaction pop either night, Rhino. So, like, I know a lot of people online, sometimes even in our chat and all, maybe if it doesn't translate to TV, but like Rhino, Heath before him, like some of these Tommy Dreamer still in a lot of the markets are getting the biggest crowd reactions. There is something to that. I'm not saying that means you have to go all the way and just feature certain guys, but don't deny what they do bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhino's one of them. And Rhino can, and obviously Rhino can still go and everything too. So he's still a great promo. So there's a reason for that. But like the people there, like if they're casual, if they're fans, they all know Rhino.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the most recognizable guys on the roster.
I want to do a little share screen of Rooney here real quick.
Do it.
Because we're actually getting close to that part of the show anyways. At least I think.
I don't know. You're just the showrunner, buddy.
No, yeah.
We're getting close to it.
We're
not even close to it.
But I saw this picture. I had to share it with you guys. I ain't waiting until we're talking about it later because there's someone special in the picture here.
Someone special?
Yes. We got the article up on WrestleZone.com about the debut of Simon Gotch. And look over his right shoulder. Who do we got?
Ooh. Hey, I know that guy.
Bill!
It's Basil. Oh, I mean, Bill.
Bill and his 1,000-watt smile.
Yes. Holding up that proud.
It's a very blurry picture.
J-Bone, why you have that up? Because I see in the top right corner, there's the Rebellion image.
Yes.
The poster. I know the chat has kind of been making, because remember, Rebellion's the pay-per-view that they hide things in the poster. Remember, it was the Kenny Omega symbol. And now I see people asking, it's on 420. It's green. Are there implications here? You're in Vegas. Like people are making Matt Riddle. Does he show up? Because it's 420 and it's green. Rob Van Dam, does he make an appearance? He's a Vegas guy. Once again, with connections. Or is it money? We know that's the hot topic in wrestling, talking about money. Could that be something related? Because they've never gone green. This is normally a red and like gold colored pay-per-view.
That is interesting. You know, I'm going to open up that picture and do a little zoom in and see if I see anything. But we will continue. All right, so next we got one thing I do have to comment on this promo from Rhino. I was a little freaked out by the motion of the camera. I'm not gonna say it was like Kevin Dunn because it wasn't that ridiculous.
It wasn't Kevin Dunn. Come on.
But
it wasn't well done.
It did have an old school feel to it. Yeah, that Rebellion poster is, I mean, there's lightning all over it.
Well, they always have lightning. That's normal for Rebellion.
Well, Rebellion in the past typically had almost like a Russian kind of poster feel to it. Especially with the text, there's a star. I don't know what else is in here. It's weird. I don't know. I don't see anything else. I just see a lot of lightning bolts, so I don't know if there's. Oh, wait.
Are you share screen of Rooney and J-Bone?
No, I should. I apologize.
The people aren't following with you.
What's he talking about? I don't know. Here we go. All right, so I got this open up in Photopea. So ignore the stuff off to the side. But yeah, so here's the rebellion. Here's the star. The logo's at the top. You got lightning on either side. Big red and green bolts, or excuse me, white and green bolts. You got some bolts next to the Vegas here. The Palms logo. More TNA. Talking about Sunday, the following day, April 21st. I don't really see anything.
There's definitely
else.
a reason, like the color change, the slight look change. That's not by accident.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the color scheme difference. It's always been like a beige red, like I said, almost like
like I think Armand does not have a bad idea here. Like I see green. TNA, one of the first things I think about is Eddie with the Boston connection. Could he play a part in that main event? The towel issue that we talked about earlier.
Could be.
Bring back the song, J-Bone. The fire. Whoa.
Oh, the fire. Yes. Fire. Hang on a second. Okay. Alisha will be back. And we continue. What's next here? Okay, we got knockouts tag team action here. Excuse me. Trinity teaming up with Jordynne Grace. I'm sure this confused a few people because it's like, what? Isn't she on SmackDown? It's like, guys, this was taped. Settle down. It's wrestling.
She's showing up everywhere, J-Bone.
Yeah,
got a relationship going here.
Yeah, it's something. It's something, all right. Trinity and Jordynne Grace tag teaming. Great to see. Versus the Shawtourage, if you will. Gisele Shaw, Savannah Evans. I saw someone in the chat earlier was asking where Savannah Evans has been. Well, she's here. She's in this match. She's tagging with Gisele Shaw, and of course,
asking ye shall receive.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, Jay's at ringside, causing all sorts of shenanigans. What do you think, Bill? What did you think of the Knockouts tag match?
No, I thought it was a good way, a decent way to say, because after obviously you had Trinity drop the belt to Jordynne at Hard to Kill. You had the rematch, good match, singles. So kind of had that. They had the Rumble moment, the kind of crossover, and then had them team up as kind of their last action together, which I thought was a fitting end to it. And obviously with the champ on that team still, I think it was like you didn't have to give the rub to like, and we find out kind of more of a fallout with the Shawtourage, which is imploding right before us. It was the right way to go, and obviously we know Gisele has the title shot and no surrender against Jordynne. So no, I thought it was a nice way to kind of have Trinity exit her story, because this is, as we all know, storytelling season in wrestling. I can't wait for storytelling season to be over.
You're right.
Tired of everyone's story.
Yeah, it was great. It does, at least from what I'm hearing, this is Trinity's last match, I think, from what I've heard. A lot of fun. Great seeing her tag up with Jordynne. And they certainly did compliment Trinity during the match. As far as
we've said it before. We can't say enough about how well Trinity represented the brand as champion, as a signee. She's still putting it over. Like even with the Scott D'Amore stuff yesterday, she was putting out stuff. Like that's somebody technically not with the company still, and they're still putting it over. So we've seen big names come and do the bare minimum, if you will. to promote the company. So seeing somebody really go that extra mile, that's great to see. So nothing but great things to say about Trinity.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully see her down the road again.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, you can, and that's the way wrestling is. You do what you can, in just like old school speak. You do what you can in the territory, and once you've done everything you can, you move on. This was the right time for Naomi to return to WWE. The atmosphere is certainly changing in WWE. So it's Gary Rossetti in the chat. Trinity equals Rick Rude. Oh, that's I read that and it took me a second. I'm like, Rick Rude. And then if you're an old school wrestling fan, you remember that Rick Rude showed up on 2 different shows in one night. Creating
2 in one night and 3 in 1 week, J-Bone.
Yes.
Because he was on ECW too.
Oh, he was. I didn't know about that.
He was on a taped ECW later that week.
Oh, that's wild. Rick Rude back then making all the towns. Jeez Louise. Killing all the territories. Man, rest in peace, Rick Rude. What a legend.
Love Rick.
What a legend.
Awesome.
Definitely one of my favorites from back in the day.
All you Atlantic City sweat hogs.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking the sweat hogs thing. That's great minds think alike, Bill. Great minds think alike.
Add another third great mind to the
there we go.
To the podcast.
Maybe.
She's back.
Just had to stretch my legs.
Good to see you. That's all right. It's all right. Next we got Diener talking about his future. Seems like kind of a question mark. He's at a crossroads. He's trying to figure his life out, what next step he's going to take because the design is done, and who comes to pay him a visit.
Top dollar.
AJ, not.
Oh,
not
wait, sorry. His shirt said.
Right, he was wearing a top dollar shirt, yeah.
AJ Francis.
AJ Francis. So it sounds like AJ Francis is trying to put together a little crew here. Oh, Kitty. Hello. Which one is that?
Valentino.
And how is Valentino?
He is doing great.
Oh, see?
He's being snuggly.
Yeah.
He's been hiding in his house all day.
Oh, up to no good, I bet.
Just being a sleepy old man. He's going to be 18 this year.
Oh, 18. My goodness.
Healthy as a horse, right, Bob?
Good to see. Good to see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it sounds like he's trying to help Diener with his future. Good old AJ Francis, man.
He's there to help. J-Bone.
He is man of the people. But then somebody mentioned.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh boy, it's our favorite, right? Joe Hendry.
Just hiding behind there all day.
Joe Hendry would play the perfect devil.
He would. Absolutely. I believe it. Look, the chat's even clapping. It's great. So yeah, he pops out and is like, oh no, you mentioned his name. Did you have to? So Joe Hendry, no number 1 hits this week. No number 1 hits.
That's okay. I think we're good. I want to be overpowered with his musical genius.
Yeah, I think we've had enough songs for a bit.
You gotta have a couple B-sides, Jamie.
Oh, you're stuck in the layer.
B-sides. Or maybe that'll come out later. But yeah, so Joe Hendry trying to kind of help Diener out at the same time, put down AJ Francis. He goes into what looks like a comment section and basically just absolutely annihilates AJ Francis with what he reads. Quite the mouthful. You guys know what he said. I'm not going to repeat it.
It's like our YouTube comments. Hey-oh.
Oh, hey-oh. Love it. But then Joe Hendry kind of being like, hey, I got your back, Diener. Diener kind of bites back at him and he's like, hey, don't you speak to me ever again. So
At first he put his finger on him. He said, don't touch me.
It's weird seeing Diener so chill after so long.
Yeah.
He has no design.
He was really high strung with the design. I think that was a lot of responsibility he took on.
It was. This is a turning
Very
page
stressful.
moment. Yeah, it's a turning page moment for Diener. So we'll see what he does next. I got a feeling that AJ Francis is going to be influencing some of these people, and we're going to see that.
He is an influencer.
Sooner rather than later. Yeah.
He's got money. Honey, show me the money.
all the Joe Hendry fans out there, or should I say all the Joe Hendry fans that are dogs, cute pups, wave your paw right to the right and say, I believe in Joe Hendry with the paws.
Where's the cat?
I don't.
None of them are in reach anymore.
I don't.
This is the podcast for pets, and we are talking wrestling.
I've got an action figure here. There you go.
That's the first time you have not an animal at your disposal, J-Bo.
Right? I'm like,
you're usually Dr. Doolittle over there.
There's usually someone, lurking behind me or something. They decided to go to bed. All right. Next, I'm a big fan of Khan. Always have been.
Khan.
different Khan. So I'm all about this guy getting a bit of a push and really tearing stuff up. This was actually my favorite part of the show right here. Khan versus, and I actually wrote this down. I didn't say one.
Oh, fancy.
Yes. Richard Adonis. Loved Richard Adonis. And then Ori Gold.
Ori Gold.
And this lasted about a minute. So we're going to call
it
we're going to call it a squish.
Squash
is an overpowering match. This happened so fast. It was like you popped a grape.
How can a man so big move so fast?
He's a monster. I love it.
Yeah, he's huge.
My next custom action figure.
Brick shit house.
It is. It is great shape.
I just love that saying.
But then somebody is not digging what Khan is
put down.
Yeah. Cooking.
What you're saying, man?
I have to say, though, this was a strange time to have the theatrics. But as you're going to correct someone, I suppose, you gave that man way too much time to get up to you before you even got off the gurney, bro. And then, what?
Those doctors have to give him the jolt backstage.
But they should have brought it. Oh, you know what? It complicated things. I'm just saying.
Those doctors gotta be on.
Gotta get some lithium going there, PCO.
Right?
2024.
Great song. So yeah, this is absolutely my favorite part of the show. I love this brawl. These guys brawled all over the place, and then it went backstage. No cameras backstage today, apparently.
So we didn't see what happened, but we can assume it was brutal.
Yeah, just ugly.
It's like two mooses just fighting in someone's parking lot.
Big
just
men slapping,
throwing each other in the back of the SUV or the truck, the 4-wheel truck,
or in the. If this one goes all the
extra
way
wide.
What?
Sorry, I'm on a roll.
Excuse me. She's so goofy today. So I can see this going all the way to rebellion, and someone ends up in some big Vegas fountain.
I would be okay with that. It's been a while since we got a good fountain fight.
And then PCO ends up getting crispy when Khan throws the toaster in the pond. And
let's not get that crazy. I know it's Impact. Or is TNA.
Well,
but
look at what Khan did on the show. He murdered 2 guys in the damn ring, broke both their necks.
Yeah. Well,
you'll never hear from
Abyss
Adonis again.
Technically unalived someone, so with a rock.
We've talked a lot about merch tonight. Khan needs a shirt. And it's going to be a tribute to a classic TNA X Division wrestler, current AEW World Champion. It's going to say, Khan is going to kill you.
That's Havoc's line.
It's become a very common line in wrestling. They're all going to kill you.
Love it.
A lot of killing.
Do it.
I'm not going to go into a story.
You're not what?
I was going to say, though, there's tapings from the 2014 when they were at the Bethlehem. You know what it is, Bill, but it's when Havoc was champion, and all you could hear in the background of any time she pops up is me screaming drunkenly, Havoc's going to kill you. Get her, Havoc! Havoc's going to kill you.
Nice.
If it wasn't drunkenly, it wouldn't have the same effect.
Well, they had them PBR tall boys, and I was Charlie Double Fisting it.
Charlie Double Fist. Sounds like a wrestler. Old Charlie Double Fist.
$2 tall boys, buddy.
$2 tall boys.
Can't beat.
It's at the time. It's before arenas really started jacking up the prices.
Some might still say too much for PBR.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
I do enjoy a PBR.
Good stuff.
I also enjoy water.
I prefer beer that tastes like water because it's like fucking in a canoe.
Hey, PBR kept the roof over
it's fucking
my head.
Close to water.
PBR kept the roof over my head growing up, so I got no.
Hey, everybody got smashed for like $15.
Right? What's wrong with that?
Still one of the cheapest 30 packs out there. Hell
Solid. Yeah. It reminds me of the Pop TV signs.
Thank you.
Solid.
At Bethlehem. Solid.
I didn't get one of those signs.
I still have it somewhere.
All right, next we got Alan Angels goes right into the next match.
This was a squash. All I saw was Josh Alexander manhandling this poor child.
Oh, it's
flinging him like a fucking
I mean, Alan Angels he showed how tough he is. This could have ended in like 30,
I mean, yeah.
This could have ended in like a minute, and this lasted a decent amount of time.
This is like a bro facing a grizzly bear in the wilderness and thinking of tapping your pots and pans is going to scare it away. He got mauled. Mauled, brother, mauled.
Mauled.
Dude, all I know is that every time I looked at the screen, Alan Angels was in the air. He was flying high with the angels, so to speak.
It's like one of those road test dummies flying out of a car.
He's just out there.
A crash
I was actually surprised because I'm like, Josh, where's this aggression coming from? Why are you so mad? Is it because he hit you with the boom mic?
Right. No one hits Josh Alexander with a boom mic.
I hope he's going into a heel era. He deserves it.
Well, he did. I did want to bring that up. You guys think there's like because he switched. He was gonna do the C4 spike, and then he stopped, changed his mind, and did Hi Oreo. What finisher
now
did he
the cat
use? I'm
shows up.
sorry.
I don't know.
Bill, what
Critical?
finisher was it?
Finisher was it?
A bad one. For Alan Angels.
Oh, he used the ankle lock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like a really, really aggressive
Like-
ankle lock. He didn't just apply it.
Was
He
it
put
a
Rick
Ken
Graham.
Shamrock ankle lock or a Kurt Angle ankle lock?
Oh, this was a Ken Shamrock.
Okay, I was going to say in aggression, not move-wise, but in aggression level. Is it a Ken Shamrock, which is higher on the scale? Although Kurt
no.
could be pretty gnarly with his ankle lock.
He wanted to rip his damn leg off. He had enough.
He
gave him
was
that,
pissed about the boom mic, I'm convinced.
He's like, you and your boom mic.
I'd be offended. I don't like getting hit in the face or having my face touched, so I would have taken that pretty personally too, Josh. I understand.
Right.
Gotta get it.
Mauled him like a fucking grizzly bear.
He did kick his ass.
There
He
were
really
feathers
did.
flying.
Right? Those wings flew right off his tights. We get a preview of next week.
Well, that's where you already talked about it, but after the match, we
Oh, I am so sorry.
Simon Gotch.
Yeah.
Simon, don't call me
wrote it down
Snidey
here.
Whiplash. Gotch.
Yeah,
He still got that mustache. Jesus Christ.
he does. No F's given. He loves that mustache.
I'm a fan for the
He had a mask
Victorian
on. You couldn't tell
handlebar,
who it
right? That's
If you cover the
classy.
handlebar, he's just like an anonymous guy.
But that's would have played into what he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. He can keep the stash. It's fine.
Okay.
I approve.
I like Matthew Raywald. I know that guy.
Did he say that? I was going to say there had to have been some kind of like reference, like, oh, that's my old teammate. I guess we're getting the band back together, huh?
Well, he didn't go too much into it.
Sorry,
He was like,
Tom.
I know him.
I've got a new calling.
Wink, wink.
We want to get vaudevillian in this house.
Right.
I actually am a big fan of vaudeville, though, so I really dug that.
I loved this tag team back in the NXT days. And I know they did some stuff on the main roster, too.
J-Bone gets a little of that in the Ascension. Oh, my goodness. He won't know what to do with himself.
Oh, good night. Just
Like only Flow Slam TV would get J-Bone more excited than this.
Right? The return of Flow Slam. Coming to a streaming service near you. But yeah, Simon Gotch attacks Josh Alexander from the crowd. He's got a mask on, and a hat or a bandana or whatever he's wearing, and he rips it all off of the shades, and Simon Gotch just screams at him, just and Josh is just laying there like, what the hell, dude? It's rude. So what is Simon Gotch's agenda? Are you excited about the return of Simon Gotch to your professional wrestling television? Let me know in the chats.
Did you get gotched?
Get gotched. I like it. I haven't seen him
Expect it.
It was totally unexpected. It was.
Trent Seven was unexpected too, but that's only because I didn't remember he was supposed to be in the one match and he couldn't make it due to travel.
Right. So he's back. He's back for good. He's good now. And that was a horrible weekend with travel because the weather was ridiculous all across the nation. But yeah, let me know in the chat. When's the last time Simon Gotch was on TV? Was he in like MLW within the last couple years or something?
Yeah, he was part of Contra in MLW.
That's what it was. I know he was a part of something. So yeah, we'll see. And we'll see if Ray Walt teams up with him. I don't think he's not done wrestling. He still works.
No, I saw them at an indie show in Philly in December, tagging together. So,
and how did they look?
They look good. They look good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love me some good tag team wrestling. I like the Vaudevillains. I know that they probably can't call themselves that now unless they what's it called? The trademark expires or whatever. We'll see. Yeah. Some old school stuff. Let's see. What do we got? Alex Shelley. Oh, we got the preview of what's coming next week. We'll quick go over that. Grizzled Young Vets versus ABC, match number 2.
Oh.
Rhino versus Crazy Steve for his digital media title. Can't wait for that one. Kaz versus Jake something. Going to be another highlight of next week. And then what looks like to be the main event possibly is Moose versus Kushida.
World champ versus Kushida. Better be the main event. What are we doing here?
Is that a first?
I don't know.
Think so.
I think it would be. I could be wrong. Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, I have to go back during Kushida's earlier run. Did they do a one-off somewhere? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But can't beat that.
Yeah, very exciting. I haven't seen the champ wrestle since the pay-per-view. Alex Shelley versus Eddie Edwards is the main event tonight. Lish, of course, in Eddie Edwards' corner.
The system.
2
new.
So what did we think about Shelley versus Edwards?
Well, main event worthy match for sure. 2 former world champions.
Yes.
Liking everything from the presentation of the system. Lish doing her magic, just like she was doing for Eddie.
Paying dividends.
But the system looking strong, but good match. Eddie goes for the knee party, gets countered by Shelley at the end to get the quick 3 count to get the win. But definitely a good one. And you know what? I am noticing J-Bone did not say it. Mayor's calling you out.
Oh, I wrote it down.
Will not be in action, but will be heard from next week. We will hear.
We'll hear from Ash by Elegance for the first time next week. My apologies, Ash.
And that might be the biggest story going on right now. Because we all are proponents of Ash by Elegance.
I'll make sure I do due diligence and cover that.
You'll do a lot of research on this topic.
Lengthly is that a word? Length with length.
We'll make it one.
Yes. Anyways, I love you, Ash. Alex Shelley, Eddie Edwards. I love this match. Alisha, excuse me. You got thoughts on this?
Yay! We'll be seeing her probably an interview or something.
No, I meant
Ash.
You're talking about Ash.
What are we talking about?
The main event.
You went back to the main event.
Oh,
I went back to sorry.
Why? We wrapped it up.
Well, we didn't get your opinion on the main event.
I said. Oh, wait, no, I thought Josh versus Alan was. Sorry, I'm tired now, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a match. Sorry, I got nothing good to put in here. I'm brain farting.
Tell us about how great Lish was.
Well, she's great no matter what she does. I really like the idea of her being troublesome in that throw in the towel match. I know. But
if that happens, like how I said it, I'm just going to.
There will be some towel shenanigans, I imagine.
There's always towel shenanigans. Sorry, I missed some of the match too because I walked out of the room thinking the one match was the last one.
You better watch out, man.
I didn't see the ending though, and
yeah.
I think we've got a crazy match, rivalry happening between these two teams.
Oh yeah, it's coming. So Myers attacks after Alex Shelley gets the win here. Great match though. Seriously, Eddie Edwards. He is apt, but by the time he's done in TNA somewhere down the road, he's going to be world champion again. Absolutely no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, he's Mr. Consistent. Like you can always go, we need a world champion, Eddie Edwards.
I mean, I look at him, and this is the highest compliment I can pay him. Is he has become, in my eyes, he has become the John Moxley / Kevin Owens of this brand. Just ruthless. East Coast gonna F you up.
He's the heart and soul. He's a heart and soul guy.
He is. He's been around a long time now. Almost 10 years.
10 years, Shape.
Hard to believe, but yeah. Myers attacks Alex Shelley, like I said. Then we get Kushida running in for the save with Kevin Knight. So that was great to see. Alex Shelley and Kushida and Kevin Knight standing tall in the ring. Post brawl. And that's how we go off the air. So it's probably going to be there's several, after we saw what we saw tonight, there's several multi-man matches that you can put the system in, and these rivalries are going to last a long time. You got no shortage of stuff happening here.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on this episode before we get out of here?
I think TNA is still on a roll. Pretty solid episode. Coherent all the way through. Surprises. Yeah. Who doesn't love surprises?
Yeah.
I love a good surprise. And it's one of those ones had the quick pace. And every time it goes by quick, that's usually the staple of a good show.
Yeah.
If it drags on, that's always like, maybe not.
Yeah.
So with the pace was right. We got a couple more weeks here and as we build towards no surrender. But now we'll see what happens. Like obviously we still got some fallout coming. We got a good amount of the card still to get finalized. So I think we might even get some announcements before the next show. But we'll see. I have a feeling that card could start coming together a lot by this time next week.
Oh yeah. So just another great, well-rounded episode. That's why I love this brand. You got the knockouts throughout the show. You got great tag team action. Love the tag teams, and then good X Division stuff. So just a little bit of everything. You get some big meaty men slapping meat. Dead meat, whatever. It's PCO. He's just automatically dead meat. But I'll be here all week. Try the pork. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. All the new folks out there, thanks for subbing. Don't be afraid to jump in the chat. It's usually very friendly. We love our audience here. For those who donated with tips tonight, thanks again. And don't forget to check out the memberships on the front of the page of the YouTube. Just smash that join button and see what tier suits you best. Just another great way to help support the show. Want to thank Manscaped as well for sponsoring this episode. Thanks again. We love our Manscaped. And on your way out, make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Good night, folks. Take care.